All right, Halo fans, we gotta talk, bro, cause y'all niggas weird. If you weren't aware, yesterday, October 24th, 343 or Halo Studios revealed that for next year they will be basically remaking the first Halo game again. Now, if you're not familiar, back in 2011, they did the same thing for the Xbox 360. They basically remastered Halo 1, basically put new graphics over the old game, and that's even more evident by the fact that you could they had a feature where you could switch the graphics to how it originally looked when it came out in 2001 versus with the modernized graphics. Now, for me, I personally never played Halo 1 until that version came out, because my original Xbox broke and I could never find a copy of it. So I just had Halo 2, 3, and all the other ones. That being said, my first experience with that was that. And it was okay. I personally liked it, and I remember at the time people loved it. Now, there were some issues with it. For example, they basically, because they put new graphics over the old textures and geometry, basically if you were shooting somebody behind a tree in the new graphics, you'd be like, oh, why my bullets isn't hitting them? Then you flip back to the old graphics and you realize that tree was bigger in the old graphics, so it was blocking your shots. They didn't accurately put the shit over there. That was honestly the only problem that I had with that game. But other than that, to me, it seemed like it played exactly like the original Halo 1, because you could do all the same glitches and exploits that you could on the 2001 version on the remastered version. And that was cool. And then of course they put that same version in the MCC. Now, fast forward now to yesterday, and they announced that they're doing a full from the ground up remake. So they're changing a lot of mechanics in the game. Not really too much. Honestly, the biggest mechanic change is that they're adding sprint, which we're gonna talk about that. Then probably the biggest, clusterfuck that's got people up in the roar about it is that the shit's coming to PlayStation, which that's cool with me. Y'all know me. I got all the game consoles: Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna play whatever the fuck I want on whatever the fuck I want. I don't care. I'll be buying the shit on PlayStation, play it with the bros. You know what I'm saying? All types of shit. And I'll be honest with you niggas. The biggest discourse about this shit was the Halo community. And you niggas are so weird with this franchise, and it's honestly why I don't really interact with the Halo community, because they complain about the most maniacal, weirdest, stupidest shit that no other fucking video game franchise fan base complains about. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Niggas are mad that you can sprint now in Halo 1. And what makes it even worse, they know that niggas was gonna complain about this shit. So they even put an option in the where you could disable the sprint. And niggas are still mad. You got motherfuckers saying dumb shit like, oh, so your game has no direction because you put the option to turn off sprint. No, nigga, they put the option to turn off sprint because you motherfuckers are so fucking weird about the shit that you think being able to run slightly faster ruins the whole fucking game for a fucking campaign game. What the fuck are you talking about? You niggas are stupid. It's so, ugh. Imagine the Resident Evil fan base complaining in the Resident Evil 4 with being able to parry the chainsaw dude with the knife. You know what they did when that shit got there? It's like, oh, that's cool as fuck. You can do if they made it to where you could parry the energy swords or some shit, or added a parry to Halo, you niggas will fucking spontaneously combust on the spot. And I'm just like, bruh, what is wrong with these niggas? And the crazy part is, sprint has been in Halo since 2010, since Halo Reach. And niggas have still been complaining about it, bro. And they will still be complaining about it when the game come out. So 16 years later, you niggas only complain about the same thing, bro. Let it go. God fucking damn. Why are you niggas so mad that you can sprint? And then the crazy part is they coming up with the stupidest fucking arguments. Sprinting ruins the atmosphere of the game. Nigga, how the fuck does being able to run slightly faster ruin the tension of the game? That doesn't even make any fucking sense. If somebody wants to stop and take a look at the atmosphere of the game, they'll just stop and look. Sprinting doesn't ruin that. I had a nigga talking to me on Twitter talking about something. It ruins the tension of the buildup of the flood on the 343 Guilty Spark level. What? You mean the flood that's revealed in a cutscene and then you fight them immediately after that cutscene? Being able to run faster during gameplay ruins that? What the fuck are you talking about? Dog. And honestly, I'm not even that type of person to really make videos like this. Cause really I just be in my own lane, chilling, playing the game. But Halo is my favorite video game of all time, bro. And it's annoying when I see the fan base be so fucking critical and over the littlest shit. There are some shit in the things that you should probably be complaining about. Like how the assault rifle only shoots 32 bullets instead of 60. Shit like that. How there's no overshields or anything present in the demo that they showed off. Shit like that is the shit you should be talking about. Not, oh, you can sprint now. Then niggas are mad that they reusing infinite assets. Now that's kind of like a valid criticism. I get it. But weren't you niggas just talking about how infinite looked just like CE? Now it doesn't look like it anymore? Me personally, I'm like 50-50 on it. I'm like, okay, I see y'all probably want some more modernized looking versions of the aliens and shit like that. You probably don't want them to just slap infinite assets over it and be like, boom, call it a day. Because I get it. Because when the Combat Evolved Anniversary version came out in 2011, they basically put Halo Reach models on every fucking thing. It was basically just Halo Reach enemies on there, on Halo 1, like, you know, models. And you could make the argument they probably did it for continuity because Halo 1 takes place right after the end of Reach. So maybe they were trying to go to, you know, do some shit like that. Probably didn't want to design a whole bunch of new models. I don't know. I'm not a fucking game developer. All I know is it was aliens running on me and I shot they motherfucking ass. Plain and simple. And I'm going to do the same thing when this drops. I don't give a fuck what they look like. I'm going to shoot they motherfucking ass. Plain and simple. But the craziest thing is just all the fucking weird ass criticisms. Like, to me, the sprint debate has always been so weird for me. You can probably make an argument for it for multiplayer because in the original, you know, there was no sprints or anything like that. So motherfuckers, if you shot somebody, you know, if you got them off guard, you got them. Nowadays, you shoot a motherfucker, they probably sprint, try to run away from it. But if you're really about that life and good at the game, you can catch them lacking anyway. I don't know. But honestly, I just don't understand why the Halo community has such a big issue with sprint. I haven't seen a valid reason for it, especially for the fucking campaign. Like, dog, there's some big ass labels. I'm so pissed. I'm fucking mixing my words up and shit. There are some big ass levels in the original Halo. And then there's some things like they made changes to like the Warthog. Remember in Halo 1, the Warthog is indestructible. You can shoot a rocket, throw a grenade on that shit. It won't blow up. Even in multiplayer, you'll just kill the people that's in the car. But now your shit can actually get blown up. So you mean to tell me you want your Warthog to blow up on the second level, and now after that you just gotta walk around the whole fucking level? You want that in that big ass level? You want to just slowly walk around? Here's my thing. Sprinting always made sense to Halo for me. These are super soldiers. If you read the manual in like Halo 3, they're like Spartans supposed to be able to jump higher and run faster than any human. So there's no reason that my fat ass should be able to outrun Master Chief. That doesn't even make sense. Then I see people saying weird shit like, oh, you're morally corrupt, or
is this nigga serious?
If you liked how the game looked. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? This is a fucking video game. Are you fucking stupid? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, dog, there's a whole reason why I stopped interacting with that fan base a long time ago. Because I think because of them, 343 can never make a good Halo game to them because they're always trying to appease too many people. You're trying to appease the new players because you need new players to get the game going and so it can thrive. But you also want to keep your loyal fan base there because those are the people that's been there with you. But it's like, no matter what they do, like honestly, hot take, I'm gonna say it, I think Halo 5 and Infinite have some of the best multiplayer in the fucking series, especially Infinite. Infinite's problem to me wasn't that the game was bad. The problem was that game didn't launch with enough content and it took too long to pump out content because everybody was on Infinite's nuts when it came out. Now you got motherfuckers saying it's terrible and shit. I'm like, if Infinite launched with the content that it has now, it would honestly be like the best fucking Halo game, if honestly. And I think it's one of the best fucking Halo games. They toned down all the extra abilities and shit that you had in 5, even though I thought Halo 5 was like a perfect way to modernize Halo, but still keep its roots because it was still about, Halo is all about gameplay-wise. Halo is all about getting your headshots, controlling the map with the power weapons, and, you know, moving around and, you know, strafing and getting your shots off. That's all it's about. If you get your headshots in and you get those power weapons, you fucking shit up. That's how it's always been from Halo 1 all the way to Infinite. Sprinting, armor abilities barely changed that. The problem, honestly, the only 343 Halo game that I think they kind of fucked up the multiplayer was Halo 4. Because you had loadouts, and I used to defend Halo 4 like a motherfucker growing up. I used to defend that shit to the T. But I can look back at it and be like, nah, they kind of fucked up some things with Halo 4. Because if you could spawn in with a plasma pistol, my favorite mode is Big Team Battle. If you can spawn in with a plasma pistol, you can just disable any vehicle. That disrupts the whole dynamic of Big Team Battle. You play Big Team Battle because it has the vehicles in it. But if I could just spawn in and disable all of them with a gun that normally you would find in other Halo games, yeah, it does fuck up the balance. So I can agree why people don't like Halo 4. But 5, Infinite, Like, you find like all the fucking weapons that can do that, just like you could in 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just sitting here like, I don't understand how people say the gameplay is bad. Like, they've made natural improvements to the sandbox, especially in 5 and fucking Infinite. 5, you had all the little dashes, the shoulder charge and everything, but that was something that everybody could do. It wasn't like armor abilities where everybody spawned with a different one. You all could do the same shit. Equal starts. Same thing with Infinite. Infinite done away with that, but instead, everybody could pick up equipment, but you still had those equal starts. It was still about locking down those power weapons so you can have better map control and fuck people up. But you also still had to have your headshot game on lock if you had like a DMR or a battle rifle, anything like that. So I don't understand how that sprinting fucks up any of that. And I really don't understand how 343 quote unquote made like terrible Halo games, because that core was still added for the most part. That's why I'm like, what, do you niggas just not know how to play the game anymore? Like, it could have been a little bit more fast paced, but you're still fucking shit up. I never struggled with Halo 5, 4, 3, Reach, none of that shit. Honestly, if you ask me my top 3 Halo multiplayers, I would say it's 3, 5, and Infinite. Honestly, me personally. Because fuck Halo 2 and them busted ass button combos, and also fuck Halo 1 because everybody just switched to the fucking pistol. It's not balanced. You know, it's fucking weird when everybody just switches to the second fucking gun. I don't know. And then you know what really gets me? And then this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about. Because you motherfuckers, some of you motherfucking Halo fans, you motherfuckers are real hypocrites. For years, y'all always got on 343 or Halo Studios. That's a stupid ass name, I don't care. Y'all got on their ass because like, oh, we want Halo games with, dual wielding and no sprint, no loadouts, and being able to play with elites. And the fucked up part is, 343 gave y'all that exact same fucking game, and you niggas didn't even play it. And I'm talking about Halo 2 Anniversary. That had everything you motherfuckers been begging for 343 for years. Playable elites, dual wielding, no armor abilities, no sprint, no loadouts. And you niggas didn't even fucking play it. So what the fuck are y'all talking about, bro? Y'all don't even support this shit when they give y'all what y'all want. And I saw one motherfucker say that, oh, we didn't like that because it was on the Halo 4 engine. But it played nothing like Halo 4, so who gives a flying fuck what fucking engine it was fucking made on, you fucking stupid ass bitch. Anyways, I'm done ranting. Honestly, I think Halo community, there are way more better criticism than y'all can come up with. You know, there are some people talking about like how the art style is. They don't like how shiny some of the Forerunner stuff is because it's supposed to be thousands upon thousands of years old in the lore. I'm like, okay, that's kind of a valid criticism. I get that. A new player who's playing this shit for the first time on PS5 ain't gonna give a fuck about that, but I get it. If that's something you know this from before, that's kind of, I'm like, okay, that's fair. But for a lot of the shit y'all complaining about, it's so fucking weird, it's so fucking small, it's so fucking insignificant, nigga, it doesn't make sense. I've never thought, and I just played through the fucking 343 Guilty Spark. I just played that shit. I didn't think, oh, if I sprint through this, it's gonna ruin the whole tension of the flood. No. Honestly, the only thing that Halo Studios need to do when it comes to remaking 343 Guilty Spark, make that shit dark as hell. Because the CEA version of that shit, bright as fuck. You don't even need the flashlight. Make that shit dark as fuck, because that's supposed to be a scary, creepy ass level, because it's the first time you see the flood. That's something that we need to be talking about. They need to get that shit right. Everything else, shut y'all bitch ass up, bro. Like, honestly, y'all niggas are weird. I'm gonna wrap this up like this. I'm not saying you can't have any criticism of the game. I'm not saying that at all, okay? Like I said, Halo's one of my favorite games, and I'll talk my shit about it. 343 ain't paying me shit. Nigga, the fuck? I wish they would, but but yeah, 343 ain't paying me shit. So you know what I'm saying? This isn't me. I don't want motherfuckers to be like, oh, you shilling for them. I really don't give a fuck. But me personally, they haven't made a Halo game that I didn't like. Now, I didn't like Halo 5's campaign, but gameplay-wise, I think it's top tier in the series. Me personally. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna have a criticism for the game, make it something like substantial. Like I said, talk about the lack of rounds in that assault rifle. Or talk about the fucking, lack of like overshields or camo, it seems like so far. It's a work in progress build. It don't come out till next year. It's probably not gonna come out till like November next year, honestly. That's like the 25th anniversary of Xbox. So, talk about shit like that. But sprint, especially when sprint's a fucking option, if you don't like it, nigga, just disable it. Or don't fucking run. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, dog. But I don't know, bro. Like, y'all comment below y'all thoughts on the whole sprint thing, the whole Halo 1 remake thing. I'm personally excited for it. I'm copping that shit on PlayStation. Probably not getting that shit on Xbox. I'm gonna go out the fucking window. But I don't know, bro. And stop saying weird shit like you're morally wrong if you like this game. Like, what the fuck is wrong with it? What the fuck? That even makes it, nigga, it's a video game, dog. And y'all also gotta realize, this is a remake. They're taking the game, building it up for a modern audience. I don't know a single first-person shooter that I played in the last couple of years that didn't even have sprint. Like, I can't think of one off the top of my head that didn't have sprint. And this is supposed to be putting it for a new audience, so they're putting it on PlayStation. Most motherfuckers probably gonna want to sprint. And it's just running slightly faster. Nigga, you still gotta shoot the aliens to get... I don't know. Personally, I just think a lot of you niggas are kind of miserable. It's like, you look at the Resident Evil fans, they love like every single fucking remake. The only one they really hate is Resident Evil 3, and that's because that shit cut out too much. But this shit, they're adding shit. I seen motherfuckers mad that they were adding guns, or you can hijack vehicles, or fucking, you know, drive tanks and get the energy sword again. Like, you mad at them adding more features? And then they're adding 3 more missions that weren't in the original. Like, the fuck? How you mad at them for adding extra shit to the game? I can see if they weren't doing shit and just basically re-releasing the game and not adding any changes or anything. Then I'd be like, why the fuck would I pay for this? But at least they added some shit that I can say, like, okay, this version of Halo 1 play a little different from the original. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like Halo fans just don't want the series to do anything different. I feel like they just want people to just throw Halo 3 at them a million fucking times and call it a day. And that's honestly, I think that's why where the franchise is at right now, because they're so antagonistic towards new people trying to come in, and then they just want the shit to stay the same. And it's like, you can't. How the fuck is the series started on the game called Combat Evolved, and the game is afraid to evolve? What? I don't know though, bro. But that's it. I'm done ranting about this shit, bro. Comment below what y'all think about the Halo 1 remake coming out next year. What you think about it coming to PlayStation? Do you think sprint is a problem? Because I still haven't seen a legitimate reason why sprint is a problem in this game. But you tell me. Maybe I'm missing something, being able to run slightly faster. Not seeing how that stops how the story is told or how the fuck I fight the enemies. But okay. Maybe it's something I don't know about. I can admit when I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong about being able to run slightly faster, having nothing to change on the fucking gameplay. But y'all tell me. Anyways, I'm out this bitch. Rant over. Peace out.
Yo, 夢でカンソルシープ One, two, three, get sucked in my sheets これは現実、それが dream 混ざる密度のこんなクリーンつながる仕組みは変と変人との関係